In this video, I want to introduce you to my favorite program for handwriting. When I have students who have issues with handwriting, this is the first place I go. It's called Handwriting Without Tears, and this is typically the first book I will start students on, although there is a pre-writing book. Then my printing book, I would say this is where the bulk of improvement happens with my students as they work through the yellow book typically. And then there's one that goes a little faster called Printing Power. The reason I like this program is because it is simple and to the point. It focuses on students respecting boundaries, so they have an organized approach. Letters are simplified, and there's concentration on how you approach letter formation. So you don't go through the process alphabetically. You go through the process with letters that are formed the same way. For instance, you have what are called frog jump capitals, letters that start at the top, come down, you frog jump back to the top, and then you finish the letter, like with an F or with an E, and so on. And then you go through all the frog jump capitals. When you get to lowercase letters, you do the same thing. You have what are called magic C letters. So all the letters that start by making a C, you hit those together. C, A, D, G, Q, maybe missing another one, S also with a small c. And as students use this program, they make tremendous gains, especially if this writing is done consistently and is done for a long enough period of time. So I want to show you a few things to pay attention to with this book. All three levels have this at the beginning of them. It is a list of the letters and numbers, and it shows you an arrow with a number, so it tells you the order in which you should perform each of your pencil strokes. Also, on the other side of this page, this is the part that I really like, where it teaches your student to check his or her own work, paying attention to how letters are formed, how much space they have between letters, whether or not they are the proper height, and if they have enough spacing between their words. Okay, and let me show you just on a typical page. At the end of a page, you will have a little section right here where students are supposed to go through and look at how they form their letters, and if they've done them correctly, then they get to check off the box. Great program, simple program. There's also a page that shows you good hand position, and I'm sure there are other things in there that I can't think of at the moment, but excellent program. Highly recommend it to anyone who has a student who's struggling with writing. The material is not typically for older students who are struggling with their writing. It's just it's presented more to children. So sometimes I'll use the concepts with, say, students who are in high school, but I won't necessarily use the book. Also want to mention, just to give them another little plug, they have an app that is just Handwriting Without Tears, and I'll just start it up here. This really enforces how you form letters, and you'll get a demonstration at the beginning, and then you have the opportunity to write. Really like it. There are some things that I don't like about it, but I think overall it's a pretty good program. And I'll just let me see if I can. This time, start each stroke correctly on your own. So, and you go through that process multiple times. So, handwriting without tears.